for those of you listening, you're not going to know this. For those of you who watch this on YouTube, I just came in here to the office and Jimmy and I hooked up real quick, and I've just got a green screen behind me. There's no like we weren't doing anything, so you see
Yeah.
my down and dirty. This is the back. This is the green room. This is the back room. So anyway, so what
Yeah.
we were
Well, hold on.
discussing.
And I haven't showered. It's Saturday, and in about an hour I'm heading to a cross country meet, and I just want to talk to my buddy. So just so
Yeah.
you know why I look like I look.
So what we were discussing was on loan partners when we hire assistants, do we hire a new one that's never done it before, but the right personality, or do we hire one that's already experienced? My take on this, Jimmy, is Delta doesn't hire people and teach them how to be pilots. They hire pilots. Classically, from the Air Force or the naval, Navy aviators. Classically, that's ideally, I always thought, kind of what they're looking for. And the reason why I kind of like that idea is if I hire somebody and it takes me, say, 3 months to train them, and then I find out, oh, this person doesn't have the ability to do this, they don't have what it takes, it's not going to work out, whatever. I've got 3 months invested into them. It took me a month to find them. Now I'm 4 months. Now I got to let them go. I got to find the next one, which is going to take a month. Now I'm 5 months. I got to
Mhm.
train them for 3 months. Now I'm 8 months. And maybe they worked out and maybe they didn't. And you had a different take on that.
Well, the second time I hear you say it, everything you say is true,
No, no, no.
right?
Yeah, but I like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
angle that
So
you took
like,
a minute ago.
what I was like for me, it's I feel like there's maybe two answers, right? And so the one is like, if I'm gonna go hire like Jim Reed, like my branch, 400 million, average 525 over 20 years, almost a brand within a brand, people know
Yeah,
me. They see stability and I have the ability to pay, right?
yeah,
So a really, really talented processor or underwriter, I could get them, and I want to get them. So if
yeah.
if
I
you're
get it.
listening, call me, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
But if I go way back in time to or in coaching loan officers, they're getting going. They're either restarting their career or they're starting and they're getting to 50, 60 loans a year and they're getting like, oh my gosh, I work so much. Oh, your first hire, your branch has a processor for you that's good. And your first hire is a loan partner one to help you with following up on leads, your marketing calendar, and your database. That's
okay.
what, okay. So, um, first of all, I can't afford a really good one, experienced.
If you're just getting started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I'm just getting started,
Hey,
and if I steal someone, that means they're stealable.
yeah.
And if
Hey,
I,
I got a stat for you.
I'm ready.
The average American worker will change jobs for a 10% raise. Isn't that interesting? Now, I don't know about you. I'd like to think that's not true. I'd go, my first thought, not my people.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
first thing I thought. I swear, it's the first thing I thought.
Yeah. But, and I didn't say everybody and I didn't say always. I said average. I read,
Average.
I
Yeah.
I read a study on that. Yeah, it was average, was
That's
10%.
why. That's why. I mean, we're going to get on crazy tangents, but that's why. Like when I say the leaders' top three jobs are vision,
Yeah.
culture,
Yeah.
and then profitability.
Mm.
Because if you have a vision and you share it, people will follow you. If you focus on the culture, people will like coming to work, and then
Mhm.
profit will take care of itself.
Yeah. Hey, so let me ask you this. I like that. That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
Uh, I like that a lot though. But all right, so if I'm now closing four-ish a month,
Yeah.
and I'm at my 50, for the year kind of thing. I didn't close for 1 month. I closed it for several
On
months here.
average. Yeah.
Yeah, for several months here. So I can't afford it. The number I always use, just because we have people from Ohio to San Diego to Florida to Maine listening to this thing. The number I always use is $3,000 per closing. I get it some more, some less, but that's just a good number. Average loan amount 300,000, 100 basis points, some less, some more, depends on what the company's offering, whatever. So if I'm at 12 grand, so I'm closing four,
Mhm.
I'm at 12 grand for the month.
Mhm.
How much? Like what do you see? And you're in Sacramento, California. I'm in Tampa Bay area. But you got people in your branch in your coaching program pretty much
All
through
over
the nation,
all
all
over
over.
the
Yeah.
place.
So what are you seeing as a typical if I hire a seasoned loan partner that already knows how to fly the plane,
Cool.
what is that person getting paid?
So I got to qualify my answer. Is that okay?
Of course.
Yeah, so there's two positions the way we teach team, right? So a loan partner one and a loan partner two.
Okay.
Loan partner two is basically a really good processor who will talk to people and collect conditions. And a loan
Contract to
partner one
close.
doesn't do any
Contract.
process. Yeah,
So contract to close.
yeah.
All right. And LP1 then is lead to contract.
Yes, but
Yeah.
mostly sales. I want people to think sales assistant because they'll fall into paperwork if you let them. But yes, that's
Okay. All
accurate.
right.
You're accurate.
All right. So what is the and again simplicity what is it? I know people are on a treadmill while they're watching. They're not writing down, taking notes. I'm trying to. I know that's how I listen to podcasts. So my LP1, which is lead to contract ish,
Yep.
a little bit more on the front. What and they know what to do.
Oh, they know
Uh,
what to do. They're
they know what to do.
experienced.
What are they getting paid?
Um, 50
So
plus per file bonus. I mean,
and
it
how
can
much is
be
that
it can
per?
be less than 50 in some states, right? It could be
I get it.
36. It could be 36 to 50, depending if you're it's gonna be 50 if they're experienced, honestly.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
get it. Whether they're in Ohio or
Yeah,
San Diego might
it might be
require more.
40. It might be 40 in a
Yeah, I
rural
get it. Okay,
area,
okay.
but if they're experienced, they're not leaving a company to come to you for 40.
Yeah, I get it. So let's say 50-ish,
Yeah.
right?
That's
It,
experience. No experience is more like 35 or 40.
all right. So my argument, I love this point counterpoint, by the way. I do
Yeah,
love these things. Cool. Hey, and Jimmy, let me tell you something, brother. I only learn when somebody disagrees with me. I never
100%.
learn when somebody agrees with me, I don't learn crap. When somebody goes, yeah, but Carl, have you considered? That's when I learn, right? So
Yeah.
I love it when people have a different experience because you come with your own set of experiences, right? So which is massive. So my argument, my counterpoint then would be, yeah, but for $1,000 a month, I can have somebody experience that in 2 weeks, they're pretty much running their show. Whereas the one that's not experienced, I'm saving $1,000-ish, but I have to babysit them at some level for at least a month, like at least a month. And
Way more than that, but
yeah,
yes.
yeah, but probably closer to like three, something like that. Six. He's holding up six fingers, so 6 months. So then I look at, all right, so for 6 grand over a 6 month period, I could have an experienced person, which would be two loans. So my question would be, if I have an experienced one versus a new one at the 6 month mark, will I have closed at least three more loans? I made a profit, at least three more loans with the experienced one versus the non-experienced.
It's a logical argument. And the answer is I don't think there's a different result.
Yeah, I hear you. Hmm.
I really don't because what happens the reason that I really believe in hiring new is not because of the savings.
Tell
Like
me.
the price is not the reason.
So tell me.
The reason is um, somebody gave me a chance and taught me the mortgage business.
Hmm.
I'm for grateful.
Yeah.
And when someone teaches me and helps me grow, I'm loyal.
Hmm.
And when I go hire someone from another company that's experienced and paying more money, which is their right to do, and they're
Hmm.
taking care of their family, and I do not blame them. And
Hmm.
I've hired those people, and I've lost people to that, right? So
Hmm.
it happens, and I get it. But there's no we're starting to see there's no really crystal clear answer. You're gonna have to pick your poison a little bit. Um,
Hmm.
and so I pick to take someone like Carl, if how long would it take you to teach somebody brand new to the business how to with a piece of paper and a fill in the blank sheet, like to call a lead and say, "Hey, Carl, this is Jim Reed with XYZ Mortgage. Do you have a second?" And you're all, "Yeah," like you don't even know. Well, I work with Timmy Tom, loan officer referred to you by Billy Bob. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Timmy Tom is actually in a meeting and he wanted me to call you because it's super important to get to you quickly. So do you have a minute? Sure. Great. My job is to schedule you time to meet with Jim in person. to gather the information so he's ready for the meeting and to give you a list of what to bring. And it'll just take a few minutes. He has time available. Actually, appointment open up today, this afternoon at 4, which is rare. So if you can make that, that would be awesome. If not, there's one available tomorrow at 2:30. I don't know if I want to meet yet. Totally understand. So what we could do is I'll gather the information and give you the list. And so I gather the information, but usually they just schedule if they're referred, to be honest, like 90 something percent of the time.
Yeah, I can see that. Mhm.
I gather information. That's just asking
Well, they
questions. Where do
called
you work?
you. They
What?
called you. You didn't call.
Yeah.
Or they were referred to you.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
So they schedule, right?
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
so now I've got the information. I made them write down a list. This is a magic moment, Carl. It's
Mhm.
going to seem super silly. But if you're listening and you're a loan officer, even if you don't have a loan partner yet, when you're giving them a list of what to gather,
Yeah.
don't tell them I'll send you an email with the list, even though you're gonna. And the reason is sometimes it gets blocked. Most of them don't read it until the day of the appointment, and then they don't have time to put together the stuff,
Anyway.
right?
Mhm.
But if your loan partner says, "Hey, do you have a paper and a pen?" If you don't, I'll wait. Take a minute, grab a paper and pen, and then if they just write down the list, it's in there. And then when they come to your consultation, whether it be in person, hopefully 80% of the time or more, or by Zoom, you have it all. And
Yeah.
that's the key to a smooth transaction. You don't need experience for that.
Hey there. Hey, if you're loving the tips so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down there and then tap the little bell so that you never miss out on more free, cool tips coming your way. Also, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment beneath there. Let me know what you think or tell me what you'd like to hear next. You're right, because you know what? The right person, just like you and me, I don't know about you, brother, that I had virtually no training at all. Right.
I
And
was handed a script and a list of 200 leads and ignored for a week.
that was mine was maybe even a little bit more rudimentary in that, and I'm very grateful. Don't get me wrong. I'm
Me
not saying this
too.
is negative
Very
sense. Yeah,
grateful.
yeah. So I was. Do you remember the old call capture stuff?
Oh my gosh.
What was
Yes.
what was the guy's name? Just a
Andy, no, wait.
no,
Terry Hunterfield.
nope. I learned it from somebody else. Oh shoot, I can't believe I can't. Ron Quintero.
And the yellow signs.
That's right. And so, and if you're for our listeners, what you do is you would find listing agents and you'd hang a 1-800 number on their sign, and we would do recordings of that listing. And so when somebody drive by, they see, talking house sign, call this number, they call the number, they hear my voice leaving a recording about how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, square footage, and typically would leave off for the updated price, press one to connect with your agent now. And they'd press one and forward to the row. Well, then I would get texted, hey, this phone number just called on this house. And so I'd wait about 3 minutes because they're literally still listening to the recording. And then I'd call them up. So, do you guys think about buying a house? And that's all I had, right? That's what I had. And so you're right. So the right person, that's not hard. But I'll give you a little bit of a pushback just because you show somebody how they're loyal, brother. It's all good, because I've got people that I have taken uh, with a pacifier in their mouth, and they walked out of here,
Oh,
in,
yeah.
in some case making millions, literally. In some cases on the training side, took them from a desk job to being industry famous,
Yeah.
and they said, hey, I think I'm thanks very much, but I'm going to go work
Got
for
it
your
going
competitor.
on.
I'm going to go work for your competitor now.
Yeah.
And so,
That's a good point. I have a
yeah,
counterpoint. I'm ready.
tell
You
me,
ready?
tell me, I'm
You're
ready.
ready. So I 100% agree with you, like 100.
Yeah,
And, attrition, the turnover is a cost of your business, right? It
yeah,
costs money to hire and train, and it
yeah.
costs time. So it's a significant cost, and retention is valuable, right? Um, And so I invested in going outside the business to learn how to hire properly. You know,
Okay.
going through a 2 day seminar and a
Yep.
consultant and what are we doing wrong, what are we doing right, and what
Kind of like,
there's
here's
16
how you
different personality
hire.com.
tests.
Yep.
There's this personality test and that one, and how do you
Yep.
read it, and what does it
Yep.
matter, and what's the likelihood, all this stuff. So I went to this 2 day thing, and they taught all this process of hiring, and I picked up a couple things that are really valuable. I'll share with you. I gotta remember to share them. Uh, um, and they said, at the end of the day, the best you can be is about 50-50.
Yeah.
And so I think both work. I
Yeah.
think what matters is which one you believe works. And I think what matters most is your willingness to learn a new skill if you want to build a team, because it is not the same skill as being a lone rep.
Being a great manager
It's a manager.
is a total different skill set than being a great salesperson. I've always thought it was funny, like, and the car business is classic. They get their very best car salesman and they turn him into a man, or they turn her into a manager. And I'm going, that's like getting your star quarterback and pulling them off the game and putting a coach hat on them. It makes
Well,
no sense to me whatsoever to do that.
gosh, don't I see that a lot in the mortgage business?
Yeah. hmm Different skill set.
Um,
So, all right, I got you know what might partially influence me on this is you said about 50%, I run about 25%. So for every four hires, one's I feel like it ends up being a good match. And so it might be that you're better, right? Just saying. It might be that you're better at maybe you got a better picker than I do. And because my picker isn't quite as good as yours or as well trained as yours, that I'm looking for somebody that's ready to go like right away, so I can identify in the first. I mean,
yeah,
honestly, the first week, do I have a good hit here?
yeah.
And if I and
I got one more counterpoint.
tell me,
When I hire people that have experience
yes,
and they come into my culture,
yeah,
and we have a way of doing things.
yeah,
Now, is it the only way? It's not. Is it the very best way? Who knows?
but you think so because that's why you do it that way.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I get it.
we're always working on making it better,
Yeah, I get
but
it.
it's the best we know now,
Yeah,
and it's our way, and it's not the only way. Um, and we have a group of people who have been together a long time, and I'm very protective, like a family, right? Like as a
yeah,
father, I provide and I protect. I really feel similarly at work, right? I
yeah.
protect my flock, our
And and
flock,
and 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 I've seen they protect you. Like it,
100%.
yeah, it's both ways. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's the goal, right? So,
Yeah.
so now I bring in somebody who's experienced, been at one or two other places, and seen one or two other systems. The positive way of looking at it is, well, maybe they're going to have some ideas to help us get better. What I find though is they spend a lot of time asking, why would you do it this way? Why is that button there?
Mhm.
And it can cause the existing family to start to go, wait, are we as good as we thought we were?
Mhm.
Because when people are insecure, or when I feel insecure or threatened or scared,
Yeah.
it's fight or flight, right?
Mhm.
And I think there's a third one that you taught me. But like, I come into a good team from an outside company that's doing like, and these people are closing more loans than I do.
Mhm.
And so it's not likely, or at least I don't see it more often, that they go, wow, am I going to learn a lot here? I almost see them try to protect themselves, and then the culture could possibly be damaged. And that's really what I want to protect about. Like at the end of the day, how do I decide to hire a new versus experienced? At the end of the day, it's not money. It's not the amount of time I save or spend training. It's a culture match.
Mhm.
That's the number one most important thing to me, is a culture match, so that they like to come to work because they like the people they just started working with, and the people who are already here enjoy them coming to work, and there's not, what's it called,
Mhm.
the legacy, the history issues that can come up. It doesn't
Mhm.
always come up. Both ways totally work. The truth is, I do both depending on the situation.
Mhm.
But for a loan officer hiring their first loan partner, they don't have enough money to hire a really good one. So why not like grow together?
So, like you, I've had a lot of people on my team over the years, both on the
Oh my
mortgage
gosh.
side and on the training side, right? Like a lot. And it's not a revolving door. I'm not saying that at all. It's just, like it's really grown. Like it's become a pretty good sized thing. And people over time, when I say come and grow, some it's 2 weeks and some it's 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah,
But the one that's been with me for 25 years now is Diane. You know Diane.
yeah.
So she
That's the
started
best.
off by answering my phone, and then moved into a processor, and then moved over to the training company, and pretty much ran it, like pretty much,
Pretty much.
Yeah. So her and I founded it together, and the training part, and actually kind of the mortgage part too. Because I think I was a year into it when I ran an ad and she answered it. So
She was hired new.
she was hired new. Yeah, she was a dental hygienist and just
I can
wanted
see
to
that.
get yeah, and she just wanted to get out of the dentist office. Like nothing. I mean, she liked her work, but I think she said she'd done it for 10 years and wanted to do something, where she was more, I don't not in charge, but she can't work on people's teeth. She can only
Well,
help.
yeah, growth. She wants growth.
Yeah, she wanted there you go. She wanted
She
growth.
wants
Yeah.
growth, and she like they want people. I want, and I think most people want growth, opportunity,
Yeah.
and the feeling of that you contribute.
Yeah, 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 that's a great point. So, and
And
because
my ops manager called to cut you off. I know I'm being rude, but my
no,
ops manager, same exact story. Exactly. And she has been with me for 20 something years. And I think she's the best of the best of the best of the best.
isn't that funny?
It is. And she tells me what to do. And we battle sometimes. And she holds me accountable. And she makes me want to be better. And she lets me push her to grow. And she knows that I will work harder to take care of her than I will to take care of me. And she
Yeah,
knows it.
I'm completely in the same vein there. Yeah. Hey, so as Jimmy and I are talking here, if you want some help on, hey, I'm thinking about getting somebody, or I got somebody, or even if I have a team of three, kind of like who does what, like what's the best practices. We've got this thing, this little template that we can give to you that shows exactly like who does what, and we'll give it to you. Like we'll literally give it to you. And what I'll do is I'll get like Kristen or Lucas to get on the phone with you, like do a Zoom, and they'll map out exactly like on my team like who does what and what that looks like. So to schedule that, no charge for this. Obviously, we're looking for you to hang around, right? We'd love for you to be a member of what we're doing, but hey, we'll show you the entire whole thing. And if you want us to help you some more, awesome. We can talk about that. And you go, hey man, I got it. This was cool. Totally cool too. Either way, right? So go to getmoreloans.com, getmoreloans.com, and get our little cheat sheet. I think you'll find it very helpful. So Jimmy, so getmoreloans.com. You think we're good, brother?
I think we're good. I appreciate you spending time with me on this Saturday morning.
Yeah, it is. It's Saturday morning, and I actually I just got off my bike ride, and so you caught me at a good time, so it's perfect, man. So all right, hey, getmoreloans.com. Don't hesitate to do something like that. Like just get out of that comfort zone and take the look to see. Jimmy and his team are closing like what 400 million, give or take this year.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm about that exact same. It's funny. Our volumes are almost the same, and my team's about the same. I think between the two of us, like we're scratching right at $1 billion for the year. We know we can really, really, really help you decide who does what. So getmoreloans.com. We'll talk to you on the inside.